Hi mga karagkarag, welcome back to my vlog. So napanood na ba ninyo mga karagkarag yung tapatan ng mga kandidatang babangis yung communication skills, so about sa self-awareness. So napanood ko siya mga karagkarag, i-share ko rin sa inyo kahit napanood niya. Panoorin niyo pa rin yung vlog ko para sa Marites with Purpose, di ba? Charot. So eto na nga, tapatan to ng kumakain ng mga mikropono ng mga kandidata. Davao del Norte, Misamis Oriental, Albay, saka si Iloilo Province, tapos si Bulacan, si Pasay, at saka si Michelle Dizil. Ito yung tapatan na nako. Watch na natin.
Oh, what is self-awareness to you?
Absolutely. So I have to commend Bea for saying it's about your strengths and weaknesses and recognizing, how you can identify them. But I also think it's about ensuring that when you do recognize your strengths and weaknesses, you find ways to not just improve yourself, but you also use those strengths and those weaknesses to become the person that you want to be. And I think that's why self-awareness is so important, because it's how we use the information that we give to ourselves to reach our goals and achieve everything that we want in this lifetime.
Very well said. Thank you, Vanessa. Moving on, Miss Pasay, Celeste Cortesi.
Hi. To be honest, for me, it took a very long time to be able to achieve self-awareness. But I would say today that self-awareness is being able to capitalize your strength and at the same time work very, very hard on your weaknesses. Because when you do that, you will know who you are, you will know your values or principles, and exactly who you are. And that's exactly how I achieved self-awareness.
Thank you. Moving on, Miss Makati, Michelle D.
Actually, all of the girls said such wonderful things, and they're all so important to take note of. I've been on a roller coaster ride of different experiences, and the reason I was able to come out of that dark hole so many times and become a better version of myself is because every time that I go through an experience, I really ask myself, how can I be better? How can I improve? What went wrong? So actually what Bea said earlier, recognizing your strengths and weaknesses is such a pillar to achieve self-awareness, because it's through that we can really grow as a person and just become, the best versions of ourselves also.
Thank you. How about you, Miss Misamis Oriental, Annabelle McDonald?
Yes, I'm finding and learning so much already. But I think from the way that I view self-awareness personally, it's all about processing your past in such a way that you can synthesize it and use your past to find the solutions that you need in the present day. And it's also about the knowledge on both of those things to forge your future forwards, I might say.
Very well said. Moving on, Miss Davao del Norte, John, Michi, or Sena.
Thank you. For me, self-awareness is being aware of who you are, your whole entirety, your whole being, and accepting that, showing it to the world. Because we are all unique in our own ways. We are made separately, and there is no person who is alike in this world. And once you start to accept that, every strength, every weakness that you have, you will be able to show it to the world and make an impact in the way that you are made to be.
We go to Miss Bulacan, Adel Sanchez.
Yes, so there's so many different ways and how people can personally describe self-awareness, but for me specifically, I'd like to use the breathe in and breathe out depiction. So I'm breathing everything in, but at the same time, I'm assessing everything that's coming into me and breathing out those that are not necessary. So that's for me is self-awareness. That's how I would view it.
Yes. And finally, Miss Albay, Julia Sobier. What is self-awareness for you?
For me, self-awareness is having a lifelong relationship with myself. It's understanding who I am as a person, understanding my value, my principles, my thoughts, my desires, my emotions. And I think when people think about self-awareness, they tend to focus on all the good. But what's equally as important is the bad, maybe the murky parts of our past, the things that trigger us, the things that upset us, because once you have a grasp on all of these things, then you get to make choices in the present that can set you up for a better version of yourself in the future. And it's really understanding narrative and how all of your experiences in life, all of your feelings and all of your thoughts really fit into this larger picture. And it takes time, it takes patience, it takes a lot of self-love, because reckoning with yourself can be really challenging, but it's the thing that we need in order to become the best version of ourselves.
Yes, I love that answer. Thank
So yun ang mga karagrag narinig ninyo at napanood na ninyo, dumugo yung otak ko. Hindi ako makapagbigay ng reaction kasi konti lang naman naintindihan ni Kuragan. Kayo na ang bahalang magbigay ng komento kung sino yung may the best na sagot. Kasi 50-50 below the ground ang cell membrane ni Kuragan, kaya ayaw jog labdang utok ni Kuragan. Basta naintindihan ko naman yung sagot nila, pero hindi lang talaga ako makapagbigay ng bonggang bitaw komento kasi mahirap na magkamali ako dito. Kasi alam naman natin na maraming matatalino, di ba, na tapos mamali-mali yung sabi ko, mabash lang si Kuragan. So comment down below mga karagrag kung sino yung may the best na sagot sa self-awareness. Thank you for watching. See you in my next vlog. Mo rampa unya si Kuragan sa national costume. Abangan ninyo ang pasabog ni Kuragan. Bye bye. Magtiwas na kong hugas o plato.